Last week's shooting in California that killed 4 people, including a 9-year-old boy, is the latest gun violence incident in the United States, a problem President Joe Biden sought to address Thursday.
Gun violence in this country is an epidemic.
Through a series of executive actions, including one that aims to stop the proliferation of ghost guns, homemade firearms that lack serial numbers.
Anyone from a criminal to a terrorist can buy this kit in as little as 30 minutes, put together a weapon. You know, I want to see these kits treated as firearms under the Gun Control Act.
A second rule would regulate stabilizing braces, an accessory to increase accuracy, similar to the one used in the Colorado shooting that killed 10 people last month. Past executive actions to regulate firearms parts include the Trump administration's ban on bump stocks, a device that increases a rifle's firing rate. While Biden's actions are significant, only Congress can pass legislation. The Democrat-controlled House of Representatives recently passed measures to expand and close loopholes on background checks, but there is little Republican support in the Senate.
What I'm not attracted to is something that doesn't work. And there have been deep-seated philosophical differences between Republicans and Democrats about how to deal with gun violence.
No major gun control legislation has passed since the 1994 federal assault rifle ban that expired in 2004. It has not been renewed due to opposition from Republicans and the powerful gun lobby.
There is a large and diffuse group that says, yeah, we'd like to see guns regulated more, but it's not going to be a single issue for us. And there's groups out there that are very opposed to any form of gun regulation. And for many of them, it is a single issue. We cannot support any politician who votes to more strictly regulate guns. So the intensity differential has been a huge factor in the past. I think that intensity differential is closing in recent years.
Biden nominated David Chipman, advisor to a major gun control group, to lead the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, an agency that plays a key role in gun regulations. Biden refuted allegations from gun rights advocates that his executive actions violate the Second Amendment, protecting the right to own firearms.
From the very beginning, you couldn't own any weapon you wanted to own. From the very beginning the Second Amendment existed, certain people weren't allowed to have weapons. So the idea is just bizarre to suggest that some of the things we're recommending are contrary to the Constitution.
Biden ordered his Attorney General Merrick Garland to propose red flag legislation to states that would allow courts to temporarily remove firearms from people who may hurt themselves or others. The Justice Department is also issuing a study on firearms trafficking and allocating over $1 billion in grants for community outreach and other violence intervention strategies. Patsy, Widakuswara, VOA News.